Hi, Aries. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. We're going to see what you need to know right now, what's coming towards you for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, the information's in the description box down below. Let's see what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly what they need to know right now. We have the fire ant, the stingray, and the cobra. Test or lesson. I'm hearing test or lesson. Bee, scorpion, and the bear. Okay, so this is a time, Aries, that you could be dealing with a lot of things that have you fired up. Emotional, irritable, you ready to fight, but this is where you have to choose, like, the ideal dream version of you. How would they react? How would they respond? How, like, the version you're having to step into, not the old self, but the new self. Who is this new self? Who is this new identity that you're embodying or that you're becoming, right? Because I am seeing that you have a choice, a very important decision of whether you involve yourself in a mess that has nothing to do with you, right? It has nothing to do with you. So this is where you need to really assert yourself, have a strong boundary, have a strong backbone, stand up for yourself. If you've been doing that, keep that up. I feel like you're a catalyst in other people's lives. You come into people's lives to teach them a lesson. Cobra represents a wise person, a spiritual teacher, an energy worker, a healer. And there's something about you initiating change, not just in your life, but in other people's lives. You're leaving people to fend for themselves or to take care of themselves, take care of their own issues. Instead of coming to you to put out the fire, they're learning how to put out their own. And it's important you're not around those that are trying to put out your fire, because you are the fire element. But it's interesting how the stingray, because it's the element of water, it's sandwiched between the fire. So it's like, it's making me think of temperance. It's making me think of finding the middle ground, maintaining, neutralizing, restoring some form of peace or balance. This is requiring quite a lot of work, and you might actually be getting agitated, or you feel as if your consistency, your availability is being taken for granted, because the bee is someone that is responsible, reliable. They follow through from day to night, like literally from the moment the sun rises to the moment the sun sets. The bees are just going non-stop, readily available, and the bee is someone that you can depend on, someone who, like, they have a plan, they have a structure, it's dedication, it's intention, and you may be feeling like you're ready to sting. The next card is the scorpion underneath that. The bee and the scorpion, it's like you're maybe got Scorpio placements, but it's like you're getting kind of fed up, agitated, ready to sting if you need to, like, defend yourself or protect yourself, or you're feeling as if there's a threat or someone is misinterpreting something you've said or shared. It's like you're being challenged right now, or some people are trying to push you or challenge you in a way, but you're having to take the high road, or maybe not even the high road, but just, we have the bear and the nightingale. You may be called to call people out on their shit. Nightingale is a card of communication. It's a card of speaking. It's truth. It's your authentic voice, your unique, authentic voice that's meant to be heard, that's meant to be shared. And let's see, frog and the fox. It's like there's been disappointments in certain relationships. I feel that you're emotionally exhausted. When the frog comes out, you need some rest, you need self-care, you need to, like, pull back your energy. Yeah, and you could be needing to really observe people's actions right now. The tiger is an energy of observation and keeping silent, keeping your mouth zipped, hush hush. And kind of when you withdraw your energy or you pull back a bit, take a notice of who checks on you, who reaches out. But you do have news coming in. You might get some sort of, like, phone call or a letter in the mail. There's confirmation that there's this door opening, and it's like something you've been working really hard for, like blood, sweat, and tears. You're getting like the news, it's yours. So that's really great. It's a huge shift of the focus. Scorpion can really represent like your resilience and your strength and your determination. And maybe there's something you were hesitant on, or you're skeptical, or you had trouble believing, but your persistence, believing in the impossible, believing in yourself, believing in your ability, allowed this to materialize or manifest itself into your reality. Like, you're proving people wrong. You're proving yourself wrong. Oh, I just realized I have to change my focus settings. Whenever I use my program, it turns autofocus on in my laptop, my camera. For some reason lately, it's just not working with autofocus. So let's not have focus issues today. So, yeah. Let's move to the tarot portion, because I lost where I was going with that. Basically, to stay focused, stay on track, stay on your path, and to not backslide into other people's shit or mess. And Stingray does talk about a crossroad, a decision, but Cobra represents the wisdom that you have to choose differently rather than stay on the hamster wheel. Okay. Temperance. What did I say about Temperance? I was like, this Stingray feels like it's bringing balance to this fiery, heated situation. Okay. We have the Star, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Six of Wands. Whoa! Okay, this is big success. Aries? This is big achievements. Some of you are coming into the public eye. You're getting massive recognition. If you're out on social media, if you post something that you've been working on, creating on, or even just like you sharing your voice, right? With the Nightingale we saw earlier. What was it with the bear? Yeah, Nightingale and the bear. It's like some of you are just casually putting yourself out there in a way you think it's not that big of a deal. Maybe like 2 people will hear it. Maybe it's just for friends, family, but it reaches more. Six of Wands represents big victory, success, the accolades, recognition, okay? You are going to be showered with love, showered with affection, showered with people admiring you and inspired by you. And it's just like, this is powerful. And the Star is all about healing and recognition, recognizing yourself, how far you've come on your journey, how much you've grown as a person, and loving yourself through everything, the good, the bad, every little test and trial and mistake, but not hiding from it, not shying away from it, hiding, shy and hide. Yeah, you're getting your wish, man. You're getting your freaking wish. I feel just so excited for you. I don't know what this is, but it's something that you've been visualizing. It's something that you have truly believed in. Others challenge you. People probably looked at you like you had 2 heads. Like you were delusional. You were cray-cray. You were like weird, but you believed in the vision. You believed in the vision, and the vision is coming to fruition. That like kind of rhymes, spitting bars. But yeah, so the Star, Wheel of Fortune, maybe around Aquarius season could have been where things kind of started to shift for you. That was, January, February. That could have been a potent month for some of you. Some of you also have Aquarius placements, but it just seems like you found your purpose, or you found your calling, or it's one of them. I'm sure you probably have many in this life. But this is one of them, this path that you have embarked on. And I just see that you're in the right place. This is the right move for you. This is the right transition. This is the right choice. This is the right change. And I think you need to put your foot down. We have the 9 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. You need to put your foot down when it comes to how you interact with other people, right? Queen of Cups, she's very healing. She's very nurturing. She's compassionate. She's patient. She's understanding. She, really follows her heart. She wears her heart on her sleeve. The Ace of Swords and the 9 of Wands, though, it does bring in a barrier and detachment and protection. You're continuing to express yourself in a way that's true and real and relatable and lovable, but you're also not afraid to like lay it on thick, and say it how it is. Be a little blunt, be a little not forceful, but just not in the way. It just feels like you can't be ignored or missed or overlooked. Yeah, powerful energy. Your affirmation so far: I am inspired and positive about the future, right? Your future is so bright. There's so much to look forward to, so much to be grateful for and to appreciate. We have, I trust whatever the universe brings me, right? Because everything's always working out for your highest good. Great things are on their way, and everything that you have gone through has led you to experiencing these amazing blessings and a lot of happiness, you guys. I'm proud of what I achieve and I accept my rewards. Maybe in the past you struggled with recognition. Maybe you felt awkward when people gave you a compliment, or, people showed you love or support. Maybe there's some part of you that felt a little weird receiving it, but not anymore. Not anymore, Stingray. Maybe people made you feel bad and like, humble yourself. Fuck no, take up space. Shine your freaking light. Be as bright and vibrant, as colorful as you wish. Don't let anybody dull you or make you be something you're not, So be proud of yourself. Be proud of your achievements. Be proud of your goals that you are building and growing and developing, and you are being rewarded for it. So be open to receive. The more you are open, the more you'll receive, the more abundance that will come towards you, the more of that good stuff. If you close yourself off, if you say I'm not worthy, if you say, oh, I don't deserve this, you are coming from a place of lack, and that's going to create a block, and that's going to delay and slow your manifestations and desires from coming in. So open yourself up. Be open to receive. Comment that down below. I am open to receive all of which is for my highest good, or I don't know, whatever. Come up with your own little affirmation. I deserve good things. I deserve love. I deserve happiness. I deserve, start speaking that out loud. Page of Cups, which is card of communicating, speaking. Normally it was with the feels. Eight of Swords. So either this is someone that's coming towards you, or this could be representing you, but you may have someone who wants to talk and they're terrified. They are scared to express themselves. Or this is representing you being afraid to voice your needs, voice your desires, to open up and be vulnerable, or to connect, to open up your heart, to let love in, that is this energy. Page of Cups and Eight of Swords. I want to say something. I want to tell them how I feel. I want to open up my heart, but how am I going to be received? Will I be rejected? Eight of Swords is where we're trapped in our mind and we're overthinking what could go wrong and how can I protect myself and how do I show up in a way that seems strong and unbothered or cold, detached, like I don't give a fuck. Like, Eight of Swords, we're trying to protect ourselves because we feel unsafe, or there's some part of us that feels uncomfortable, or this is overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming. Now, maybe this is someone who is having to take accountability or apologize. Sometimes Page of Cups can represent that step, right? Eight of Swords is like, well, if I say it, they may not believe me, or if I say I'm sorry, they're not gonna even want to hear me out, or they're gonna want to hear the excuses, or like this is just kind of like why you shouldn't follow your heart. That's this mentality of, oh, I can't, not right now. They won't understand. That's this combination. So it's creating a block. And what do we just say? Be open? Or if you're blocked, then it's going to create a bunch of... So I'm not sure if this is your energy areas, but if it fits, it fits. If it don't, it don't. But this could be representing someone who wants to come towards you, because Six of Wands does say that there's a lot of eyes on you, okay? You may have some sort of like online presence, because the star can also represent like technology and your networking and communities and stuff like that. That's Aquarius. But so Six of Wands does bring in an audience of some sort, or it does bring in a lot of outside energies that are, I don't even really want to say attached to you, but they know of you or are aware of you, seen you around, heard about you. So it wouldn't surprise me if this Page of Cups, Eight of Swords is someone that is outside from you. not you. But if this is you, then it's you. Could be somebody that's younger, though. The Lovers, it's probably someone else. Let's be fucking for real. The Lovers, yeah, that's just confirming. The Lovers, which is Gemini energy, the Sun, Leo energy, and Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So someone really wants like the end all, be all, the real deal. Whether this is a business opportunity or if this is about like a lifelong relationship. But someone is scared of rejection, right? Well, who wants to get rejected? That, that's uncomfortable, painful. It's not a pleasure, but, rejection is redirection. Although human side, ego side takes it like, backstab, betrayal. And maybe, but I'm not seeing that in this reading, so we're not going to go down that road. But the Four of Cups underneath the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is like focusing on what could go wrong or focusing on the lack of, I don't have that yet. Or again, this is the Eight of Swords of I can't, I shan't, I won't. But my gosh, this is not your energy. Let me make this clear. This is not your energy because your first three cards were the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands. Someone who is truly in alignment with receiving all that they desire, all that they wish for, all that they have been focusing their love, their attention, their energy towards. This is coming towards you. So this Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, this is something outside of you. It's someone. Because it's not a plant saying, I can't grow. Well, if your plant can't grow, you probably got it in the wrong conditions. You're getting it too much water. They're kind of fussy like that. Do your research. But this is probably a person, not a fucking plant. Okay. Although, yes, we got earth energy over here. But the Lovers, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you make someone very happy. Very, very happy. Do they make you happy? Do they? Or do you feel like they're always kind of, let me see, going back to these animal cards, you feel like you're always kind of having to guide them? Next, everything's going good. You you focus forwards on your path, you're doing your thing, and then next thing you know, you take a look behind you. I don't know why I can't fucking speak. You look behind you and suddenly there's another fire to extinguish. And you're like, bruh, I thought we're moving forwards now. So it's like, don't get pulled back in, right? Here we have the Lovers, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is good potential. And perhaps this is what is beginning. But what's needed is to express from the heart. Someone needs to express from the heart. Are they going to do it? Let's take a look before we pull any more. Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. We have Leo energy coming out again. As I split the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun. All right. This is somebody here who needs some time alone to focus on how their actions impact others. Right, we have solo energy. I'll be on my own. I'll be by myself versus the Sun. And it's like this whole, you can't really see, it's not focusing the greatest, but there's a school of fish. There's these two people, mermaids, sharing, exchanging love, happiness. So Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups for Aries. Tell us about this person. Aries is dealing with Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, or it's Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune if we read from left to right. But for you guys, it's mirrored. No, it's not. Left. No, wait. Whatever. Okay, don't matter. Doesn't matter. This is someone that you had a falling out with. Then they harmed you or hurt you. They also hurt themselves. Oh, someone, okay, this is what I'm getting. Somebody is it intentional? Well, they intentionally harm themselves because they feel probably unworthy. They need some therapy. Let's just be real. We don't need to hash out their... We don't need to go into why they are the way they are. They act and behave in ways. Five of Swords to Wheel of Fortune, hurt people. Not all hurt people, but this person who's hurt, they hurt others. And that's a choice, right? But Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, they're very much like persistent to get back on good terms with you. Oh, and then we have the Nine of Swords, but they feel like it's out of reach, or they feel like they can't, or their past always comes back up, or they keep getting stuck back into their old ways. Wheel of Fortune. We're going to clarify the clarifier. Let's see if this is going to change. Wheel of Fortune. This is based off current timelines, right? Everything can change. Everyone's got free will. We have a King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, well, with time, there's a good possibility, but it's still in the early stages. This is a new mindset this person's having to get used to, new habits, new routines, new way of looking at things, new actions, right? King of Wands, we had Leo come out a couple times. King of Wands and the Page of Swords. This is somebody who is curious and they want to know more. This shows that someone is definitely looking at themselves. Watch out of pregnancies too. I just have to throw that. It's almost, this could be the kind of person who thinks, oh, let's have a baby. That's going to fix everything. No, it won't, bro. It won't. But hey, who am I to, that's not for me to decide. You can do you, right? But the King of Wands, Page of Swords. This is someone that is kind of curious. Normally King of Wands, like, he's quite experienced, educated, he's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, but he is looking over at those Page of Swords, but like, what you got over there? I've never seen that before. Or like, oh, that's a different approach. I've never done it that way. Like, he's kind of looking over at the Page of Swords like, wait, I can learn a thing or two. So, all right, well, let's move it forwards. Let's go back to your energy, because there's I can't remember your name, but you comment on Aries frequently. You're like, you're always picking up someone else's energy. I'm like, I don't know why they keep showing up. It's probably a cross watcher or some shit. Like, I understand, like, you got a fan. They're all up in your energy. So maybe call back your energy. So your energetic boundaries could be kind of weak if they keep showing up in your reading. Like, I don't know. But I see that. Let's try and get back to you. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Eyes, and Venus placement. Show me clearly what's going on for Aries. Temperance, King of Pentacles at the bottom. I mean, you seem to be quite grounded, quite solid in your flow, in your zone. Like I said before, neutralizing, bringing in balance, and not letting other people's problems become yours to extinguish. You're just chilling, you're manifesting, you're in your lane. You are really grounded. And I'm seeing like your money, your career. Some of you are looking for a new job, right? Something more meaningful, something that's connected to a deeper purpose. Or I'm even seeing this, like, you could be branching out or doing something on the side with more of like a spiritual or creative kind of undertone. Here we have the Hierophant underneath the High Priestess. This is actually divine masculine, divine feminine energies, but just like more spiritual form. Oh yeah, Two of Cups. Hold up. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Oh, I'm getting a side message. This is for those in regards to love. I don't think this person's come in just yet. I feel like your energies are starting to meet each other. Like, wherever you're at on a vibrational stance, wherever they're at, you guys are almost on the same frequency and like calling each other in. But there's someone has to make up their mind, make a choice about to stay or to go, to leave or to, like, the past person versus the new person, or yeah, past versus new. Someone has to make up their mind, and that's going to bring you together. That's just another thing I'm seeing here. Wow. But yeah, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. You could be considering to move your energy or your commitment or your time, your money elsewhere. You might be like, let's say you work out at a gym. You might be like, I'm gonna go to a different one. They got better perks. I don't know. I'm just seeing that there's something changing in your tangible world from a King of Pentacles, which is like you're fully fucking committed. Like, this is it. Like, you're here regularly every single day. People come to you. They rely on you. They support you. You support them. You are the provider, the main source. From a King of Pentacles backing down to a Knight of Pentacles. What's that called? Freelancing. I'm hearing some of you maybe do freelance work. I don't know why I'm getting that. But yeah, you might be less available to some things you were 100% open and available to. And you're kind of switching gears or switching paths, especially if this is about, again, your career, or it's about a personal goal or your investment, your overall health and well-being. That's interesting. You gotta listen to your intuition on that. All right, let's see what's next for Aries. We have death coming up. Well, what's next for you? You got some change in the air. Changing of the seasons. Things are shifting for you. 7 of Pentacles, but you know it, and you've been anticipating this. This was a long time coming. This ain't no surprise. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah, this ain't no surprise. This ain't no surprise party. This is not. Like, this is exactly what you were anticipating, what you've been mentally preparing yourself for, researching, planning, writing, visualizing, talking about with amongst your friends, your family, your people. Like, this is exactly your vision coming to life. Magician underneath that. Yeah. Yep. So I wonder, like, going back to, I know this is talking about someone that's outside of you, but they're coming back up here. It's almost like, does this person, Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, possibly like the Leo, right? We kept seeing Leo energy coming through. Does this person feel like they're running out of time? Probably, right? Because as the seasons change, death, rebirth, the plants, we talked about plants earlier. It's shifting, bloom season. Someone feels like they're running out of time, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. It might motivate this person to get their crap together. 6 of Pentacles. So things can be more balanced, more fair, more reciprocal. 4 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Ace of Pentacles. It is suggesting for you to really hold your ground. You know, your stance. You got that charisma here. Ooh, Page of Wands, Emperor. You're being taken seriously. But you also know when to have a good time. You've claimed your space. You've claimed your energy. You're sitting in your throne. You're sitting in your power. You know yourself. You know what you're capable of. You know what you're deserving. And rewards are coming on in for your efforts, for your dedication. And, you know, you're showing up here as a motherfucking boss. You a boss. In 6 of Pentacles, you deserve those that are going to match your energy, match your effort, match your consistency and your love and your effort, right? Because you're the freaking emperor. You're not settling for some bottom of the barrel. Like, Page of Cups, you're going to have to do a whole lot better than that. Emperor to a Page of Cups, whew, good luck catching up to the Emperor. And especially as the seasons are changing. June is just around the corner, about to head into summer. A month from now, summertime. Depending on where you live, wintertime. So, Page of Cups. Can the Page of Cups grow into an Emperor within a month? Fuck no. I'm gonna just be real with you. Temperance, you are patient though. I will give you a couple points on that. You are very patient, but at the same time, even Cobra, that's patient energy. At the same time, Stingray, you gotta have a backbone. Can't be cutting people slack. Emperor, he's disciplined. Emperor, he doesn't make excuses or cut corners or rushing through to get to the end. Ace of Pentacles, this is longevity. This is slow, steady, months, years in the making. It doesn't happen overnight. So, yeah, 8 of Swords, Page of Cups person, they kind of hope that you're going to wait for them. But let's be real. You're not waiting for shit. You got your life to live. You got a lot of great things rolling on in. Let's take a look into that. Let's see all this good stuff. Switching focus. Oh, shit. Okay. You're going to look into the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Wands. And I split the deck with the 6 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Nice. Try the star for Aries. 3 of Pentacles. Two of Wands and the Moon. This is who you're wanting to keep around you at this time. You have a choice, which we were talking about that. Fire ant, stingray, cobra. You have a choice of who you're allowing to influence you, affect you, ride with you, who supports you and your vision versus who judges you or tells you, calm it down, lower your voice. Like, shh. It's like, who the fuck is trying to make you smaller than you actually are, right? So 2 of Wands and the Moon, you're going to have to really lean into your intuition. Your intuition knows what to do, what to choose, who to avoid, who to remove yourself from. We have the Hermit at the bottom with Judgment and the Emperor. Look at all this major arcana. This is a significant time in your life. Holy crap. Virgo and Aries energy, Emperor part 2. So when we look at the Judgment card, you see how that there's some of them that are in the bubble, and then there's some of them that are not. Some of them have awoken and are really like wanting to lead with love, wanting to heal, wanting the best. And then there's others that are stuck in their own ways and they're not even trying, or they make excuses as to why they can't. That 8 of Swords, Page of Cups person. They're the ones that's in the bubble, right? So again, your light, your authenticity, it shines a light, it awakens some. It's triggering some people to wake the fuck up. So that's very interesting. That's your light, that's what you do, that's part of your purpose. Wheel of Fortune. Not the Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. And the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Tower's at the bottom. This is so wild because I see you choosing yourself here. And anything that is being offered that is less. Look at this. The Ace of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, this is definitely self-fulfillment, self-love, constantly filling your own cup up. You're constantly nourishing, restoring your energy, taking care of yourself. This hair is so annoying. I don't know. The curl is just going back into my lip. I'm just going to tuck it in. It's annoying. But here you are, full of love, full of beautiful, radiant, healing energy. I have this page, or not page. It's probably the page person. Let's be fucking real. Ace. Ace of Cups. Here we go. I was going to talk about the 8 of Swords and then my mouth said Ace. I was like, okay, let's just focus back on you. Ace of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles. Someone who is full of love, pure, genuine support. And I mean, first card was the 5 of Pentacles. So this is where you're switching from the lack, switching from I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, and also chasing people that reinstate or kind of validate that old belief, that old mindset, that like pulling you back into the old cycle where you're constantly chasing or constantly trying to fill the void or be validated. Like, you don't need that shit. Let's be real, you don't. We look at this 5 of Pentacles. She's offering all these options, all these solutions, all this help, all this love, all this support, all this advice. And this person's like, I can't hear it. Oh, no. It's the 8 of Swords, Page of Cups person. Probably, right? It's just, where is this leading you towards? Just more of it, right? More of it. When you choose yourself, right? That's where everything changes. So I also get this could be representing someone that's offering you just like a puddle when you deserve the full bath. In this case, it's a bath or a hot tub, right? Not a drop, the full thing. So you're like, no thanks, I'm good. I got all of this. This is just a drop. I don't need that. I'm good. I got my own. And that's going to shift any imbalances in any relationships where there's some kind of power dynamic that's just, yeah, Tower, strength, and the Queen of Cups is going to shift things big time. Because I feel like you're not going to rush right on in to the rescue like you would have. Six of Wands, and then I gotta go. What are the Six of Wands for Aries? Hermit, Six of Swords, 6. Quite a few sixes in this reading. There we go. Ten of Swords. Okay, well, I see something's definitely wrapping up here. Five of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Devil. Oh, some people are upset that you're moving on with your life. Because they always thought you would be there to save them, to rescue them, to cheerlead them, pull them out of the cage. But you're done with that. Hermit, Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. This is where you're mentally changing the way that you're thinking, how you talk to yourself, and also how you move around in your life. You're going through a massive inner shift here, and you're finally no longer continuing to live your life in a certain way or falling into certain habits, making certain excuses. I feel like there's some part of you, Aries, that you've been keeping yourself trapped. It has become illuminated. It's been brought to the front. Literally, this has been brought to the front for you to heal, for you to recognize, for you to overcome, for you to release. And yeah, so you're like, death, rebirth. Old Aries is dead. This is the new Aries. And so, yeah, there's some people, they're stuck in their own ways. They're calling out for help. They're crying, trying to get some kind of reaction out of you, trying to pull you into their cage. Be like, it's much comfortable in here. No. But yeah, Six of Wands, Five of Cups. This is someone that is trying to get an emotional reaction out of you, or they're being very emotional and reactive, and they're putting on a show. It's a performance. This feels like a performance. And it's a Six of Wands coming out twice. They're really trying to pull you back in, but Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords. It's that page person. But I see you just not entertaining this, or you just don't resonate with it, or I feel like you're steering away from that. Right? Death. Let's look into death. I gotta go. But let's see. One last for Aries. Talking about death. Empress. I don't need to pull anymore. Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. Aw. Yeah, here you are. You've grown, you've changed, you've evolved, you've stepped up, you've leveled up, you've ascended. Your energy is so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. You're breathtaking. Your loved ones, your angels, your ancestors, they are so freaking proud of you. They're so proud of you and the person you've become. You're coming into so much stability, so much abundance. You're magnetic. You're attractive. You are truly calling in such fortune. And it's interesting because I'm saying the same thing, but there's some people that are watching you embody and bask in this glory, and that's their karma. Is like they have to watch you thrive. They could have been part of it. That's the thing. This Ten of Pentacles. They could have been there at the same table, celebrating, being part of this journey, but instead they are holding themselves hostage. They could have been part of the party, right? Didn't I say something about a party? It's no surprise party. That's what I said. This ain't no surprise party. Maybe this person's surprised you didn't invite them to the party, to the cookout, to the barbecue, to the concert. I don't know. Someone's missing out on the fun that they could have been part of, but they chose to sit out because they're punishing themselves. If they want to punish themselves, so be it. But you don't have to punish yourself just because they're feeling like they need to be punished. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave your reading here. But I love you. Hope you enjoyed Leave a like, comment below, and private readings are available in the description box. Have a blessed day, Aries. I'll see you later.